When I was 7 years old, I remember I was in Morocco, and I remember every morning I would wake up and I'd see a man, he sold bleach. He was a bleach seller, and he would say, Jabil, Jabil, come out and buy your Jabil. In Arabic, that means bleach. So I remember telling my dad, when I grow up, I want to be that guy. I want to be a bleach seller. And I remember my birthday was coming up, and I said, for my birthday, I want you to buy me his outfit. So my dad sold his car, his house, everything he owned, and bought us a visa, a 2-month visa to come to America. So he sacrificed everything he owned to bring us here. So we came here. And I remember him telling me, when we got here, take your education seriously. I sacrificed everything for you and for your sister. I had a 2-year-old sister who's currently in deportation proceedings too. He said he sacrificed everything for us, and all he wants us to do is take our education seriously. So we did. So I remember elementary school and middle school, I had perfect attendance. And I remember getting every year I would get the awards they give out, the perfect attendance awards, and my dad would be so proud. And he would hang it up on the wall. And then he would ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? So every year I would say, I want to be a police officer, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a scientist. So every year was a different answer, but it was better than bleach seller. And I remember every year he would tell me that he loved me and that he was proud of me. And fast forward to high school. I remember in high school I was a rower. I was on the crew team, the beach channel crew team. And senior year, I rowed for 4 years. So senior year, all of my teammates were applying for colleges. They were applying for different universities. They were all excited. And I remember one day after practice, my coach came up to me and he said, "So Mehdi," my name is Mehdi, by the way, "what college are you going to go to?" And I told him, "I'm not going to college. College is not for me." And at the time, no one knew that I was undocumented. I was a straight A student. And no one knew. So he told me, if you don't apply for a college, or if you don't go to college, you're not competing this year. So I wanted to compete, so I said to myself, I'll apply, but I won't go. So I applied to John Jay. The one university I applied to was John Jay. And I applied just to make him happy and to compete that year. So I competed. And a few weeks later, I received the congratulations letter from John Jay that I was accepted. And that was probably one of the most exciting, happiest moments of my life, and that was probably the saddest moments. So then my coach comes up to me a few weeks later, and he says, "So what college are you going to?" And I told him, at that time, I remember about to tell him John Jay, and then I broke down and started crying in front of my coach, in front of my teammates. And I was crying and crying and crying, and then I said I was undocumented. I can't go to college. I can't afford to go to college. My parents can't afford to send me to college. And my life sucks. Those were very exact words. And so at the time I remember thinking, someone say something, because I was just sitting there crying, and I need some words of encouragement, like, keep your head up, Mehdi. If there's a will, there's a way, something. And I remember one of my teammates turned to me and said, "Stop crying." So I went to the locker room and cried there. So I was crying in the locker room, and 2 teammates came up to me after training, and they said to me, "You're going to go to college, and we're going to help you." And they did. They helped me raise the money. And for a few weeks after training and after school, and at the time we were 17, so 17-year-olds, after school we would change into our regular clothes after we trained, and then we would go on the subway, and we would ask people for donations. And then we would go on the neighborhoods and go in front of supermarkets and ask people to spare $1, a quarter, anything that they could spare, so that I can go to college and fulfill my dream. That's how I raised my money. After a few weeks, I raised $2,800, which was enough to cover my first year for John Jay. And then after I got into John Jay, I like to write. I enjoy reading. So I've got this far just from applying for scholarships, for private scholarships. And fast forward to now, despite my undocumented status and my past experience, I've achieved so much. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for people who made small contributions that they didn't have to. They made a huge difference in my life. So I want to thank all those people. Thank my coach, thank my teammates, thank my dad for his sacrifices, and thank all the people that didn't have to but chose to help me out. So thank you.